Hi everyone, it's Rianne with Akashic Inspirations, and this is going to be the very love tarot reading for Libra. So for balance, for lovely Librans, my both parents were Libras. So this month, wow, incredible energies. We started out um, January 20th with the alignment of the five planets that are visible to the naked eye just before about an hour before dawn. And the planetary alignment is leading us into a Metatronic Stargate portal. So the planets that are involved with that are Mercury, Mars, Venus, Jupiter, and Saturn. So very transformational, powerful, um, uh, foundational planets that are being incorporated into this higher realm of energy as we go through these portals, and really accessing some new energies of integration into multidimensional selves and the fifth dimensional golden age energies. So really bringing them into play and integrating those energies where we're just opening the gates basically, and going through them now. Now we're actually going to be doing the work of going through them. So, which I think the Libra energies, the balance, we're coming into, we're just leaving the Mercury retrograde, which was on the 25th of January. January 2nd is the Imbolc celebration of the fire purification, the changing from the crone and winter energies that we've been in kind of like a hiatus or a cocoon or a reflectionary period, starting the spring, represented by the Feast of Breed or Bridget, and really about a purification of the old energies and releasing those old paradigms. So it can be quite a very fiery energy month. We're also going into the Chinese New Year. It's going to be this year is the year of the fiery monkey. So that should tell you, fiery monkey, very sharp-witted, very clever, very astute, and with the fire energies, I think it's going to be pretty transformational, pretty much of action, but of action coming from a place of certainty and knowledge and kind of well thought out, right? Well thought out. So. So I did want to tell you that I'm offering the Love Tarot at a special price on the website for if you want a personalized reading. These readings, of course, are general for me and that may resonate, but if you want something that's really going to focus and hone in on your particular situation, your particular romance, or your particular relationships, or lack of relationships, what is it that you need to get through in order to be able to create the relationship that you really want to have with yourself and with others? You can go to akashicinspirations.com. I'll post a link in the comments below, so please be sure to like, subscribe, and share with others if you feel that these readings would be a benefit to them. I had a wonderful response to the January readings, so I just wanted to say thank you. Thank you to new subscribers. Thank you to those who have been with me a long time on this new section of my journey, which I'm exploring. And, you know, I've just had the beautiful affirmation and confirmation of so many resonating with them and watching them and sharing them. Please feel free to go to the website. I have free downloads and information on the Akashics there. I have other videos, prosperity information, a prosperity bowl that you can do. We're going to, which is a great time to set that up, is right now coming into February 8th, which is the new moon in Aquarius. And that's the time to set your intentions. So set your intentions for, you know, what you really want the year to bring for you. And now we're in the mode of setting those intentions towards our actions. On February 22nd, which is a master number, 22222, it talks about relationships. And it's going to be a culmination of the beautiful energies and the intentions that you do set for yourself for the month. So please journal, make sure you write those down, and keep them in mind as you go through your experiences this month. So we're going to go ahead and do a 9-card spread. again, I love the energies of the Avalon that comes through with the Glastonbury Tarot. And I'm very much resonate with it as far as twin flame energies are concerned. All right, so let us start with Libra's Love Tarot reading for the month of February. And we will pull 9 cards, and we will go through the month and see what wants to come out. All right, I'm going to leave that up just the way it flew out so we can address the issues. I'll just place it over. Very good. Wow. All right. Heavens to Betsy. Okay, so very fiery, passionate energies. They really want you to get these messages. Let's see what we have as a summary for the month's energies. We'll put them face down, so that's how they came out. Perfect. All 9. All right. So let us start with what we're going through. So at the beginning, or what we've brought over probably from 18, I would think, is the 5 of Staffs, but it's in reverse position. I normally don't read these in reverse, but it came out that way, so I'm going to address it that way. This is the empowerment card. What I feel that is you have brought over some energies where you felt disempowered last year. You felt things were out of your control, and we know that Libras like their balance. So I think what it was is you felt off kilter. You felt off balance. And here is this figure who has the 5 staffs in front of him and this lightning storm going on around him, where it's just a maelstrom. You know, I could just see the wind whipping his hair around, and just super uncontrolled energies, I think, is what happens. This in the reverse to me talks about uncontrolled energies, that you just felt totally out of your element, and you felt that you were not in control like the Libras like to be. They like to be in control. So understand that we went through this to understand that trusting in the universe, when you don't have the control of outside things, that you do have, the only choice that you have is to go within to find that peace and calmness. And that's exactly what you've done, because the next card is a balance of emotions, this beautiful Ace of Chalices. So Ace of Cups, the beginning of love, the birthing. You've come out of the fire and into the water. So here we have a very balanced card. We've got the fire energies and the water energies. And the stronger energies to me is the Ace of Cups, because it's the new beginning. It's the vibrancy of the yellow, so that total connection to enlightened, higher understanding, wisdom. The blues and the pinks, so the combination of the unconditional love and wisdom and devotion and loyalty and just the expression of love is a beautiful sign that you are starting this month out. I think you put the energies of teen behind you and where you're done with that, and now you're moving forward and birthing this new emotional balance within you. And here we start with, again, now we're going to the moon energy. So this full moon that we just passed through in May, and the ones that we're looking forward to going to in May, this full moon culmination is really heightening your sense of intuition, which you'll see with the water, the emotions, the water, the intuitive aspects, the divine feminine is embodied in this card, which is the moon. And so this is a lime tree which is found on Chalice Hill. And to me, what this states is that that we are integrating and able to connect. These branches to me are multidimensional aspects of self. We are the tree, and we have all of these aspects of ourselves that we can draw upon, and through our intuition, through our inner workings, be able to integrate and experience ourselves as the whole. And that is done through the intuitive work, which Libras are highly intuitive. And what does that bring? That brings about the new beginning. Again, this is the Fool card. So here, this is major arcana. So we've already got 2 major arcana cards and an ace card. So it's, and actually, then we've got the Emperor. So far we've got the three of them are coming into play. So it's showing um, how we are being um, influenced by these celestial events that are happening right now. And these are the energies that you're going to move forward with. You've climbed the spiral, and now you're embarking on this new part of your journey. And you're doing that in a way that is innocent and with purity, because that's what the white pants that he has on signifies. And he's creating his own path. You see, there's no path to this castle, to this golden castle, which is where he's headed. And it's about you creating your own path to getting to your golden castle, right? And the way and since you are Libra, you do that in a way that can be, somewhat methodical. So you're going to do it through the Three of Pentacles, through creativity. You're going to take this passion, this love, and you're going to create with it, and you're going to be industrious with it, and you're going to be prosperous with it. So with the three comes the symbology. And the numerology of the number three, which is the number of manifestation. So you're in the process of creation and manifesting the ideals that you're looking to have in your relationship, in your life, and with yourself. And we know Libras, they like to be leaders. So here is a card that I think embodies you. It embodies a balanced masculine aspect. The red and the white dragons that he has on his tunic and show that he is embodying the balanced masculine and feminine aspects within him. So he's able to use his intuition, his spirituality, which is designated by the purple robe that he's sitting on. So his foundation, where he sits, is in a spiritual aspect. And yet he has this beautiful orange energy and the red, fiery, passionate of being who he truly is, being true to himself. He's got his sword of truth here that is always by his side, and he knows when he has to use it and when he has to use his spiritual aspect. So it's a beautiful balance and represented by Arthur, and it's time to step into your leadership role. It's time to take the position of not just sitting on the wayside, but actually going ahead and demonstrating those aspects of yourself. And here we have the Five of Swords, which is acceptance. So it's an interesting card because I love that the person's head and the feet are totally illuminated in this energy. They've put aside the fighting. They've put it aside. They're done. The day is ending. They're connecting spiritually with themselves. They're in the process of deciding what it is that they're going to create. I'd like to read a little bit from the book because I really love the way that she describes everything in these cards. Everything that you see has a specific meaning. So we'll go to see what she writes here. It says, behind the woman is a piece of scarlet cloth, pierced by 5 swords. It looks almost like spilt blood and signifies emotional pain connected with loss. Another identical piece of cloth is held in her hands, symbolizing that with any situation, there is always something to gain or learn. She is allowing herself to sit with her feelings, to acknowledge them and absorb them in order to be able to release any pain or disappointment. With acceptance comes a sense of peace and tranquility that will enable her to open herself up to the new possibilities. So this has been the path of the Fool, is understanding that we don't, that we have that we need to go within to find our own empowerment and not to feel that the forces outside of ourselves has control. And that leads us to a starting of a new path. And through that new path, we come into acceptance as to who we are. So let me just pull this up a little bit so you can see better. So what happens next? We have, I love this, look, the Ace of Cups, the love, the unconditional love, the beginnings, the work, the creativity, and 6 leads to manifestation, the symbol, the foundation. We've built a beautiful we've got the lotus flower, the abundance that has opened up. I mean, it's completely surrounded by this celestial seafoam green of healing energies, and it just is allowing. It's like the fertile ground that allows this blossom to completely open up and to really bring forth the rewards that you've worked so hard to achieve. And look at the very interesting. So we've got the moon. So by following our intuition and becoming the leader of our life, here is this other element of Arthur, which is the element of justice. So here we have the justice card, and in this deck it's represented by the number 8. So we have 4 and 8. So 17, that's number of 3, manifestation. Awesome. So here we've got a balance, which Libra likes. So this is representative of you. You are the balance. You are the Libran energies. So I definitely want to read from here a little bit for you. And so we can look at the symbolisms of the card and what they represent and how it's going to bring about the balance in your life. So here he is the druid. This is his druid, his spiritual aspect, right? This is his leadership aspect and his spiritual aspect. The druids, it says he ruled peacefully, and let's see, let me get here. Okay. He stands in a grove of trees which glow with the green light of balance. Behind him, the light is a deep purple at ground level, symbolizing his kingly qualities, rising to the blues of wisdom and devotion to a spiritual ideal. This shows his ability to think and see clearly and to communicate his knowledge. Arthur looks strong and uncompromising. He stands full square, keeping his center balance, and holds a wooden pole on which are suspended 2 bowls of perfect balance. One bowl is silver, symbolizing the moon, the ability to follow the intuition and know the truths from the depths of feelings. The other bowl is gold, representing the solar energies, the ability to deduce logically, to calculate the rights and wrongs in a situation. Together they form an image of state of balanced perfection in a human being, one who is able to access all aspects of his being in order to come to a solution. So beautiful energies. You see, this alignment is bringing you, who are the Libra, you are to be the leader, to lead the other signs, to lead us in our balance and finding that justice through a spiritual aspect, not on a judgmental level, but through spiritual understanding, spiritual wisdom, and allowing that to come through and to create this path. Wow, this is a beautiful, I mean, it's picture perfect, I think, for the Libran energies. I'm so glad that it's come up this way, because it really puts you in the forefront of being leaders and accepting that role, accepting that responsibility, but also knowing that you are going to be able to really truly manifest what your heart desires are with this energy. And that is, when you find that self-love within yourself, you can then share it with others and be the leader in your own life. Wow. I loved it. I hope you did too. It was amazing. I love working with your energies. They're just amazing. And thank you so much for liking, subscribing, and sharing. And I look forward to sharing with you on Facebook, on Periscope, and to do personal readings if that resonates with you. So I send you blessings for today, this month of romance, transformation, and great changes for you. Namaste.